strongly believe that all parents of deaf children should be believed too fast.
So the brain does not discriminate against language. It doesn't. Okay, so any questions? Any questions from the group?
You can voice them and we can sign them for you if you need.
So,
could you hang on 1 second for the interpreter?
So,
Go ahead.
so as far, you listed all the finances and money that the businesses are profiting off of. How can we turn that and have that money to go to help deaf people? How can we do that? Well, that is a huge, huge battle. We have to start small. I don't have the right answer, but I think we need to get together and have a discussion through organizations, through NAD, join their membership. Are you members of NAD? Maybe there's not enough. Go to conferences, have discussions, and go from there. Start small. I think starting small and then joining NAD, that's a big thing. Any other questions? You know, the word hearing impaired is still negative. It's still a negative word. And we need to change that word. That word needs to be changed all over. Yeah? The word hearing impaired. That word is still negative. Yes. Hearing impaired, many people, deaf people still look at that as a negative reflection. We're trying to change that to be maybe hard of hearing or deaf. Now, there are some people that feel like, no, deaf, that's it. Just use the word deaf. Because one word deaf, under that, could be many categories. Maybe a hard of hearing person, that range of hearing loss or not. That whole range would be under the word deaf. But some deaf people say, no, we should have deaf and hard of hearing. But hearing impaired, definitely we want to get rid of that. Some states are starting to remove that terminology. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. We're trying to get rid of that, yes. Any other questions? Back there? Yes. 80% of what? 80% of what? 80% of what is what I'm trying to get at.
You can voice if you want to.
You said 80% of teachers were deaf a couple of years ago, like 20 years ago, and now 9% are deaf. What happened?
So it used to be 80% of deaf teachers. No, I think it's the other way around. 80% hearing now. So now we have about 10% of deaf teachers and 90% hearing. Before, right? So we used to have a large number of deaf teachers. It is less because of the credentialing issue. There are a lot of demands for that, a lot of requirements. You have the schooling, the credential, and a lot of deaf people are struggling with that. For example, we have a credential that requires a certain level of testing that you have to take, and some people are struggling with that English for those specific tests, and a lot of those tests are based on English. So they're struggling with those certain issues. And for deaf to teach deaf, you have to take 2 or 3, 4 credentials. For a hearing person, you just need a bachelor's degree. That's it to start teaching with hearing people at the public school, right? So again, that needs to be changed. You're right, that needs to be changed. It hasn't happened yet. For a deaf person to teach deaf children, they have to have a master's degree and credentialing, while hearing people can teach with a bachelor's degree with hearing students. So, any other questions, Jack? Any other questions?
Are there programs in place to help deaf people seek this employment and seek schooling already?
There is a program for deaf teachers to be, deaf people to become deaf teachers. There's training programs, yes. A few programs, there's Fresno State University, that's one. Online is another one, Gallaudet University, but it's very limited. So for deaf teachers, you really have to go far away to have that. Yes, but we do have the programs. Last question? None? Okay.
Yep,
Oh,
go ahead.
So, are there scholarships, because school takes money also, are there scholarships specifically for the deaf?
yes, there are scholarships programs for deaf people to be deaf teachers. Online, you could look for that. Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your time.